Good day, friends. I welcome you once again to Isaac Mathematics Clinic. This afternoon, we want to solve a question on SOD. We want to solve a question on rationalization of SOD. So the question reads, simplify x minus y all over x raised to power 1 over 3 minus y raised to power 1 over 3. In my previous videos, I have discussed how to rationalize SOD. To rationalize SOD, we need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by its conjugate. Now, the conjugate of this denominator is x raised to power 1 over 3 plus y raised to power 1 over 3. For more understanding on rationalization of SOD, please watch my previous videos. Now let's continue. So we are multiplying both numerator and denominator by the conjugate. So the conjugate of x raised to power 1 over 3 minus y raised to power 1 over 3 is x raised to power 1 over 3 plus y raised to power 1 over 3. Then we have to multiply the denominator too by x raised to power 1 over 3 plus y raised to power 1 over 3. So up here now, we are multiplying x by everything here. Then also, we are multiplying minus y by everything here. So let's get it started. X times x raised to power 1 over 3. So that is equal to x raised to power 1 times x raised to power 1 over 3. According to law of indices, we are going to add these powers. 1 plus 1 over 3. And that will give us x raised to power 4 over 3. So this is x raised to power 4 over 3. Then plus this x will also multiply y raised to power 1 over 3. So we are going to write that as xy raised to power 1 over 3. Then we want to use this minus y also to multiply everything up here. So minus times plus, that is minus. Then y times x raised to power 1 over 3. That will be written as x raised to power 1 over 3y. Then minus times plus, minus again. Then y times y raised to power 1 over 3. That will be y raised to power 4 over 3, just as we have done this multiplication. Then all over x raised to power 1 over 3 will multiply x raised to power 1 over 3. So and that will be written as x raised to power 1 over 3 times x raised to power 1 over 3. According to law of indices, we are going to add these powers. 1 over 3 plus 1 over 3. And this is x raised to power 2 over 3. So this is x raised to power 2 over 3. Then plus this x raised to power 1 over 3 will multiply y raised to power 1 over 3 as well. And the result is x raised to power 1 over 3, y raised to power 1 over 3. Now you want to use this. So minus times plus, that is minus. Y raised to power 1 over 3 times x raised to power 1 over 3. That is the same thing as x raised to power 1 over 3, y raised to power 1 over 3. Then lastly, minus times plus, minus. Then y raised to power 1 over 3 times y raised to power 1 over 3. So that will be equal to y raised to power 2 over 3. Now, x raised to power 1 over 3, y raised to power 1 over 3 minus x raised to power 1 over 3, y raised to power 1 over 3. That is equal to 0. So they cancel each other. So Up here, I want to rewrite this x raised to power 4 over 3 in terms of 1 over 3 so as to have a common factor. Now, according to law of indices, this is the same thing as x raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 4. 1 over 3 times 4, that is equal to 4 over 3. Then plus xy raised to power 1 over 3 minus x1 over 3y. Then minus, I want to rewrite this one too as y raised to power 1 over 4. Sorry, y raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 4. Then all over. So down here we are left with just x raised to power 2 over 3 minus y raised to power 2 over 3. And this is equal to x raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power of 4 plus xy raised to power 1 over 3 minus x raised to power 1 over 3y minus y raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 4. So down here, I want to write this x raised to power 2 over 3 as x raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 2 minus y raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 2. So now, if you look at the numerator, x raised to power 1 over 3 is common. Then y raised to power 1 over 3 is also common. So I want to represent the two by a letter. Let x raised to power 1 over 3 equals p. Now, if x raised to power 1 over 3 is equal to p, cube both sides. If you cube both sides, x will be equal to p raised to power 3. Also, let y raised to power 1 over 3 equals q. If y raised to power 1 over 3 is equal to q, and we cube both sides, then y will be equal to q raised to power 3. So because of the space, I want to rub this off. I want to continue from where we stop. So I want to rub off what we have on top. So let us proceed. So we stop at x raised to power 1 over 3. Sorry, x raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 4 plus xy raised to power 1 over 3 minus x raised to power 1 over 3y minus y raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 4 all over x raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 2 minus y raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 2. Now, don't forget, x raised to power 1 over 3 is now p. Y raised to power 1 over 3 is now q. So, we are going to rewrite this as p raised to power 4 plus, instead of x, we are going to write p cube. We are going to write p cube. X is equal to p cube. So, p cube. And instead of y raised to power 1 over 3, we are going to write q. P cube q. Then minus, instead of x raised to power 1 over 3, we are going to write p minus p. And instead of y, we are going to write q cube. Q cube. Then minus y raised to power 1 over 3 is equal to q. That's q raised to power of 4. And all over x raised to power 1 over 3 is p square minus y raised to power 1 over 3 is q minus q square. So now we can factorize what we have up here. So let us factorize. I want to group in twos. P raised to power 3 is common. So p raised to power 3 is the highest common factor. P raised to power 4 divided by p raised to power 3 will be left with 1p. 1 plus 3, that is 4. Then plus p raised to power 3 will cancel p raised to power 3. Will be left with only q. Then minus the highest common factor here is q raised to power 3. Q raised to power 3 will cancel q raised to power 3. Will be left with p. And minus times minus will give us plus. Q raised to power 4 divided by q raised to power 3. That is equal to q. Then all over. Now, p square minus q square. According to the principle of difference of two squares, p square minus q square is the same thing as p plus q, p minus q, p plus q, p minus q. Then up here, p plus q is common. So we have p plus q is common. Then we combine p cube minus q cube. P cube minus q cube all over p plus q, p minus q. So from here, p plus q cancels p minus q. Then we are left with p cube minus q cube all over p minus q. And how do we divide this? We want to use polynomial for division. We want to use polynomial for division. So from here, I want to draw division line. P cube minus q cube, then p minus q. P cube divided by p, that will give us p square. Then you multiply this p square by this and this. P square times p, that will give us p cube. Then p square times minus q, that will give us minus p square cube. Then the next step is to subtract. P cube minus p cube will give us 0. Then this one, q minus q cube minus p square cube. So minus times minus will give us plus. So this will be minus q cube plus p square cube. So I can now rewrite this as p square cube minus q cube. Now let's continue the division. P square q divided by p. Then we are going to be left with p q. Now this pq, we are going to use it to multiply this. Pq times p, that will give us p square q. Then minus pq times q, that is pq square. Pq square. So we are going to also subtract again. P square q minus p square q, that is 0. And this is now minus q cube minus pq square. So minus times minus plus. So minus q cube plus pq square. So I can rewrite that as pq square minus q cube. And let's continue. Pq square divided by p. Then p will cancel p, will be left with q square. So plus q square. And this q square will be used to multiply p. That will give us pq square. Then plus times minus, minus q square times q, q cube. Here, if you multiply these two, we are going to get 0. So therefore, the division p cube minus q cube all over p minus q is equal to p square plus pq plus q square. So sorry, let me rub this off. So now we arrived at p square p square plus pq plus q square. So now let's go back to what we use for representation. P is equal to x raised to power 1 over 3. Then the final answer now is x raised to power 1 over 3 square plus P is also x raised to power 1 over 3, x raised to power 1 over 3. Then q y raised to power 1 over 3. Then plus q square. Q is represented by y raised to power 1 over 3. So this is y raised to power 1 over 3 all square. Then this can be rewritten as x raised to power 1 over 3 times 2. That is 2 over 3 plus x raised to power 1 over 3 y raised to power 1 over 3 can be written as xy raised to power 1 over 3. Xy raised to power 1 over 3, then plus 1 over 3 times 2, 2 over 3, y raised to power 2 over 3. And that is the solution to the question. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow my Facebook page, Instagram, and please don't forget to comment, like, and share. Thank you. Bye.